For this first video, I'm gonna try and keep it a little short. Because I've already given you an explanation of what I'm trying to do, I'll try not to make the video that long. My topic for the day is my generation. I don't know, it kind of makes me a little sad to be part of this generation. We were the bright future for our parents. I don't think we've become what they expected us to be. And it's a little bit disappointing. And I understand. I'm just like everybody else. I go to my job. I come home. I take care of my family. I go to bed. And I do it all over again. There's not much time for me to change the world. I have to earn a living, roof over my head, food on the table. I understand that there's not a lot of time to change things and be world leaders. And not everybody's meant to be world leaders, but I do think that we've also decided not to do anything to help it at all. We complain. I admit I do it too. We complain about the president. We complain about health care. We complain about our jobs. But nobody's really doing anything. The reason I say this is I got in a slight altercation with someone the other day over the presidential elections. They decided that the reason they were voting for their candidate was because he has a dream. You'll probably guess by now that he was going to vote for Barack Obama. I see nothing wrong with Barack Obama. My view on it is, where our world stands right now, we really don't need anything new. I do not disagree with any of the things that he's saying. I think he's a very uplifting young man. I think he would be a wonderful president. But our country is in dire need of help. And if I had the choice of going with something new and taking a chance, or going with someone who may not have been running the country, but probably had a hand in helping her husband run the country, we're a little safer on knowing what the country was like when she was the first lady. When Hillary Clinton was in the White House with her husband, they were a family. A husband and wife relationship. I'm sure that he came to her for advice, and I'm sure that most of the things that he did, she probably agreed with. So, like I said, it's not that I don't like Barack Obama. And I tried to explain to this individual that it was not that I didn't like him. It is by no means that I don't like his views or anything. It's because I don't want a surprise anymore. I'm kind of tired of surprises, because all the surprises we've gotten from our current president have been bad surprises. And he was full of empty promises that we believed. We believed so much we even re-elected him into office, hoping that he would change. But he didn't. So I'm not ready for someone brand new. I know that Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton have a lot of the same views. That's why I would prefer, because I have a feeling that I know how she'll run the country. I'm sure she'll differ slightly from her husband, because she is an individual all on her own and does have different ideas than he does. But I do also feel that she had her opinion on the things that happened while President Clinton was in office. And when he was in office, things were a lot better off than they are now. I just want my generation, the younger generation, to understand these things. Because a lot of us were just at the age to vote, a little too young to vote when Bill Clinton was in office. So we don't really remember a lot of the things about his time in office. But if you do your homework, we're all on the internet. You're on the internet right now. Go look up Barack Obama and what his views are. Go look up Hillary Clinton I mean, go look up anybody who's running for president. Find out what their views are before you decide to go vote. Because this is our country. And just because one or the other, or John McCain even, might run the country, just because someone else is at the top because we voted them in as president, doesn't mean that that one person has full responsibility for this country. You want to pick someone that represents you and what you want out of this country. So it's not go vote. It's not vote or die. It's not just get up and vote. Your vote counts. It's vote for a reason. Don't just go vote to put someone's name down. Vote because that person stands for what you want in your country. Don't go spite vote. Don't go, well, I hate the Democratic Party, so no matter who's in the Republican Party, I'll vote for them. Or, I hate women, so I'm not going to vote for Hillary Clinton. Base your vote on what you want, because this person is going to represent all of us for the next 4 years. You can't just appoint one person to run this country and then forget that you still live in it. We're not in Europe. We don't have a queen. We're a democracy. We still vote on things. We vote in representatives to express our opinion. And let me tell you, if we don't like the way it's going, we can still do something about it. You don't have to sit back and watch the president do things you don't want him to do, or make decisions that you think are bad. If you're against the war, be against the war. Do everything you can to express that opinion. Don't just sit back at home with your significant other and talk about how crappy the president is, how awful the world is, and not do anything about it. Don't sit and talk about how crappy the president is and then not go vote. You've got to give a little to get a little. So if you are going to go vote, which I strongly advise, do it for the right reason, not just to do it and say you did it. And then when the other candidate wins, you go, well, I don't like them, but I didn't vote for them, so I didn't do this to the country. You have to participate or we'll crash and burn. We spend so much time focusing on downloading music and watching videos on the internet that we don't take time out of every day to not let our country fall. I think I've gone on a little too long. Now, this is kind of the way I'd hope it would work. I have my opinion. And if you've made it this far and you're still listening to me, I appreciate it. Now, what I want you to do is either comment or in a video of your own, give me your opinion. I want to hear it. Even if you think that I'm completely stupid, I want to hear it. I'm open to all views and all opinions. I may not like them, but it's your right to tell me what your opinion on what I said is. I think that we should all be more active in discussing things. Too many times I see people fight. No one ever gets heard, and someone always gets hurt when people just fight with each other. So I want your opinion. I don't want your anger. I don't want your nasty curse words. I want your honest opinion. Even if you thought it was horrible, I want your opinion. Or, even if you don't want to have an opinion on what I've said, what about just the topic? What is your opinion on our generation? Thank you.